WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And getting ready to fight here, Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And they'll be Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. He is the greatest.
This bout,
all the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
you lot look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Nice counter shot. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. It's all offense all the time. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Good good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot.
But they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. What heart, what desire. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
That's the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Well done with that counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. A lot of effort being exerted here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. Beaten, bruised. There's the bell for round 4. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Holding nothing back here in the round. Another scoring shot there. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They exchange punches. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They got out of the way of that right hook. Catch and shoot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round, great round. Now, relax. Just the same again.
Hey, come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Here, and he'll start tiring out. Good work, he was thinking.
Come on, get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back.
Here's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Threw the left uppercut, but it misses. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? That left hook misses. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
And there's the bell to start round 6. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, trekked right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? His stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Got him there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get him close.
That counter punch caught him clean. So much firepower here. Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot guess that if you prepared.
I love that. Look at that shot.
And there's the bell for round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Beautiful counterpunch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Threw a punch and just got countered. He threw the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Won't score with that right uppercut. Nice exchange here from both men. His stamina is off the charts. That uppercut just missed. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have. There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with the straight left. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Incredible work rate. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can...
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I love this place.
All right.
The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Hit him with a left jab. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. After so much pre-fight, fight, and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
He threw a punch and just got countered. It's bombs away. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Only catching air with that hook. That left hook missed. Counter punches have to hurt. Threw the hook, didn't land. That jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Lee, come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
3 shots. Keep smart. The jab's working nice.
Out there, I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get focused back.
Here we go for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Every time, he throws a punch coming right back.